I'll be in
thing.
roll. I'll be in roll 20 in a second.
No,
Okay.
I'll also be in roll 20.
Yeah. We're just gonna start with the recap. But is everyone ready to
Yeah.
play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Some demons
Last-
and dargons.
Demons and Dargons, if you will.
Hmm.
Last
Dargons
we
and
left
demons.
off, Sweeter Things was
Demons and
able
Dargons.
to finally discuss what their plan was moving forward with seemingly everyone present. Richter had appeared to have disappeared for a while, no one really knowing what was exactly going on. During that time, discussions were had where eventually it came to the conclusion that the candy games had to be canceled, at least
Ooh.
for today, or at least for this day, because of these beings known as the Unshackled, creatures or a cult group that believes in the death of archmages and magocracies in general. In doing so, Abigus agreed that out of the safety for everyone, it should be done. In an attempt to find more information, Dravik walked out to try and find one of these Unshackled, but instead found a drug dealer. Upon buying these drugs and having these conversations, various moments had led up to this, or various moments happened where Dravik decided to leave the house along with Alton. In doing so, Agatha, being suspicious, sent across a pigeon, and Alton shot his gun, alerting the entire city and igniting a small panic. In doing so, there were all kinds of shenanigans going on, of pigeons gathering, Alton and Dravik escaping guards, and then Lucius, masquerading as a Talbrook as well as Skara, sort of fast-talking their way through some guards to gain the information to see what was going on. Ultimately, no one was hurt, at least not physically, and when everyone had returned, it became apparent.
That noble got shot in the foot with a bullet.
Oh yes, and then they found the next day that one of the bullet fell down because gravity, and then hit one of the nobles in the foot. So someone did get hurt. But beyond that, there was a tense moment where Abigus sort of expressed how irresponsible it was just after preaching responsibility to everybody. And just after everyone had preached about responsibility. So everyone went to bed tentatively, and the day has come anew where you have all decided, or the Sweeter Things have decided to wait upon the day to try and stop or view and make some kind of action whenever these Unshackled were supposedly going to attack one of the Silverton noble sons who was supposed to visit today.
I thought they were going to do a speech or something. I didn't know it was an attack. I thought
it was a demonstration is what it was called.
Yeah.
So that could be interpreted as an attack or a speech or anything of the like. It was only supposed to happen.
Probably both.
Could be both. Could be one.
Monologue, then attack. Gotcha.
Regardless, before we jump into directly what has happened or where we currently left off, Richter.
Oh boy.
As you finish making your Molotov cocktails, or kind of Molotov cocktails, you decide that maybe it's time to get a little snack, or at least to get more bottles. And as you open the door to exiting your room, you step into an unfamiliar space, a empty wooden tavern. And as you look behind you to see your room, the door's no longer there. And you're left in this only 30-foot by 30-foot room, an empty bar with only a few tables and a few chairs.
Huh. I didn't know Abigus owned a bar.
He does not. And
as far as you know.
As you hear that voice, you look to your left, and where there was no one previously, now there is a 7'6" individual appearing to wear a large trench coat and a large plague doctor's mask. You can see they have heavy footfalls, and they have hands that almost appear to be made that have thick metal plating on top of them. They sit down in one of the chairs and simply pull out a piece of parchment and an inkwell. You must be Richter Strauss.
Yes. Who's asking?
Names are not of importance. Please sit down.
All right. I pull up a chair and I sit on the table right in front of him.
He sort of looks up. You're faring better than the last one. Your memory seems to be clear. I would expect trauma to cloud it, not clear it, but the opposite. just begins to write a little bit down. What is your
So-
knowledge of Tadriel?
Well, Tadriel, just so we're both being honest here, I cast what is the name of the spell?
Zone of Truth?
Zone of Truth. Just so
Okay.
we're both being honest here. I
So-
willingly fail my check.
Okay. So, alright, so you cast the spell, and it goes through, and he just seems unfazed.
Interesting.
That he kind of just, for a brief moment, he doesn't look up, but he says, "There's no point in doing that."
I mean, I feel like it's more reassuring.
Is he
that
telling
way.
the truth in saying that?
Yeah, is he telling the
I hate-
truth in that?
Is there a point to
This
doing
guy's
that?
the worst.
You get the feeling
He sucked.
that the spell does not affect him, and you're
Oh.
not sure as to why. You'll see. There's no reason for me to lie to you.
Fair enough. Fine. Cancel
I
this
think I
guy.
like this guy less than Virgil. I think
All right.
I like Novio doesn't,
Before I
but
say anything, how about
as
this?
a player,
You ask me a question, I ask you a question, and we both answer as evenly as we can. Do we have a deal?
Briefly looks up. I'll answer a few questions depending on the question.
that might as well be in no. Honestly,
Fine. So what I know of Tadriel is that he's always been there since I was born. He was the voice in my head that I always referred to him as, and he made me do some very, very bad things in the name of divine law. Yeah. After that, after a certain incident occurred, well, he wiped my memory and and sent me out to go do good for the world. Of course, that spell didn't last as long as it should have, and when he tried to do it again, and to all of my friends, well, we kind of had to bump him off, so to say. And in the process, I died. One of my colleagues died, but then we got better. And
Thank you, Abigus. Yeah.
We died and
We
got
got
better.
all better, don't
I love that phrasing. Sorry, continue.
Oh, that's it.
and eventually we bumped him off, but only for a short while, from what I can tell. Whether or not he's coming for me again, I have no idea. And why you're so interested, I have no idea either. So tell me, why do you want to know this?
It's my job. I observe.
Death to the Watchers.
Well, you've definitely created quite a stir. Tadriel will be coming back for you, but I don't think in the way that you believe.
Oh,
Guess
God.
he's been demoted in some way.
Well, getting killed by your own Asmir would probably piss off someone, right?
It's definitely created ripples. You've affected the upper planes in ways you don't know. Tadriel
assume
was
Yo.
a different creature. Yes, Waddles?
Fucked up kind of bad, and I deleted part of my character sheet. I'm so sorry.
Would you delete?
Some of the columns underneath my personality traits and flaws, I was just trying to delete an empty box, but then that deleted like 4 of them, and I have no idea what was in them.
Impressive.
Which boxes? I'm confused.
Okay, are you looking at my character
Yes,
sheet
I'm
right
looking at your character sheet.
Okay,
Like
there
the infusions known, Flash of Genius, and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was 2 other boxes there that had.
So
stuff in them,
yeah,
but I don't know what they are.
it only does it in rows of 2. It doesn't have it for some reason. It doesn't do that. So I don't know. Up to you. I don't know what they were.
Fuck.
mm,
There's no like Control Z or anything.
no,
I'm sure I'll just
Shit.
review all your class features and stuff like that.
those are
Oh,
just intended
boy.
to make your class features a little easier. So that
If
way
it's
you can.
important, they'll come up eventually.
It's true. It's just to make it so
Well-
that way you can keep track of them, but not necessary.
Okay.
Anywho, your effect. It's interesting. You seem more intrinsically tied to the weave than the other one.
The weave?
It's the fabric of everything.
Uh,
Flips a page. Regardless, What do you know of Lomio Kakaroto?
Lomio Kakaroto.
Cuck.
He's Dobio's little brother, from what I've heard, and he's Lomio's little brother. He's very good at magic, but not very good at being a Goliath. So they kicked him out of the tribe. He got rightfully pissed about that, and he kind of sided with Lelis. And after some, we found him in the desert trying to bring back the Dulligan's disease, which, if you know about it, you don't want it. And after some talking down to him, we managed to kill it at the source, so to say. And I guess we turned on something in his brain because he stopped being mad about it. I think he's finally accepted it, or it's hard to explain, honestly. I'm not one for family squabbles.
That's enough. You explaining it makes it easier to observe. Continues to write some things down.
So,
Remind me, is
Hmm.
Lelis your benefactor or the person that you are chasing to kill?
the other one, we're trying to kill her. She's trying to reset the world, and, well, we're
Oh,
trying to make
right.
sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
Dare I ask, what are
Hmm.
you observing all this for?
An interesting question. Why do you live?
Because dying isn't that great an option,
As a
honestly.
biologist, I can say it's to procreate.
So you observe as I live, so to say.
Just as you breathe to live and you live to live, I observe.
I'm gonna blind
To
this
observe.
Observy, zerby, zerb. I can speak words
See.
too.
You can put your thumb in this guy's eye, Scott.
guy. I'm gonna
Well, at
blind
least I'm
him.
glad
and
you're not
he's
trying
gonna
to kill
die.
me. Have way too many of those lately.
No, that won't be necessary. What do you know of Kelphathon?
Kelphathon. Jeez, Kelphathon. Hold on, I'm gonna roll a history check real quick.
Sure. Awesome. You do recall Kelphathon. He was one of the members of the Great Eight that supposedly you guys are going to track down, or perhaps track down, who has been living for 5,000 plus years.
Kelphi, right? Kelphi, okay. Yeah, he's one of the Great Eight. Apparently lived for 5,000 years. We're tracking him down to help us in our, quest to stop Lelis. And that's all I really got.
All right. You're answering these questions surprisingly well. It makes my job a lot easier. I may not need to keep you as long as I thought I would have to keep you.
Wait, so you're going to keep me prisoner until I answer your questions?
Not prisoner, just... I guess
Will-
prison in the
unwillfully
fact that
hanged.
you cannot leave, but I wouldn't think of it as something that is negative. You're not missing out on anything, and if something were to happen, I would send you back. There was a moment where you were not needed, and that I needed to speak to you, so we'll observe you, and I decided that it would be a good moment to do it now.
Well, no one's around. Smart.
Well,
So am I free to go? Or do you have anything else to ask me?
don't have anything else to ask you, but I will need to observe you for a few more minutes. And you see him set down the paper, put his hands together, and just look
I
at
hate
you.
this guy. I hate this.
Creep.
And a solid minute passes where he doesn't say anything, not a single muscle moves, and he just looks at you.
Hold on. I'm going to do something in that minute, but I have to
Sure.
take a call. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Hands clear.
It's the
I'm dying to know what it's going to do.
I am also dying to know that.
it's the fucking wedding photographer from Rick and Morty, the one that just like stares at you and then blinks.
He's gonna shoot the pigeon, don't worry.
I am
See,
not
this is the
staring
thing.
at you. I am taking a picture.
That was actually Aaron Hansen that did that fucking voice. It's funny as shit.
I don't know who that is.
Game Grumps.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? He said that Richard didn't miss anything super important, but he missed the entire plotting against the cult and also like pigeon shenanigans. I think that's pretty important. I think this celestial being is fucking stupid.
No, pigeons aren't important.
Well, the fact that we now
So
Unless
who
they're
is
Elton,
this
in which
guy?
case they're very important.
a pigeon
Who
cult
is
is
this guy
important.
that he knows like certain details, but he doesn't know stuff like about Lelis?
I think that
Like it seems.
It's a little sus, not gonna lie.
He's not just a guy. I can assure you.
It feels like we're the contrary. Like he knows certain things, but he doesn't know other things. And it
It's
seems
being
it seems
so
like,
high up on like the totem pole of cosmology that squabbles like that become confused.
I think
yeah,
it's
like
kinda
he doesn't
the
know
one-
like certain basic stuff, but then he'll also certain like really
All right, I'm
specific
back.
detail.
All right.
All right.
Huh?
what I
So
want to do for that
he's just
minute-
staring at you. What do you want to do?
Okay, so you know one of those Molotovs I had.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna say, mind if I toss this in the corner of that room? I just want to test something.
By all means, do you wish for a target?
Yeah, that'll do.
He thinks for a moment. Living or non-living?
Preferably not.
Okay. And there's a moment where you blink and you turn and half the tavern is now cut in half, and now there is a sort of a large, sort of like dark rock like just area that's covered half of the room, and in the center of it you see just this wooden dummy. It's strange because for a second you think it's a person, but as you look at it, it is just a wooden replica of a person that is so perfected to a T that it looks like a person, but it is made
Oh,
entirely
man.
of wood.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna test out one of these Molotovs I made.
So you're gonna light it on fire and throw it?
Yes.
Okay, so you take out your tinderbox and you toss it. As it does, you don't have to make any checks or anything like that, but as it does, you see it splatter on the ground as the alcohol and fire and gunpowder makes like a like an explosion and a flash of fire. You can see that there's a moment, like a brief burst in like a roughly a 10-foot cube that lights the creature on fire. And as now they are covered in fire, as there's a small explosion, and they're slowly burning.
Okay, interesting.
So mark one down.
Yep. Let's see here. So wait, for the Molotovs, did I make enough until I ran out of bottles, or did I run out of any other material?
You ran out of mainly is the gunpowder.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to buy more firecrackers tomorrow. Got it.
Yeah, and all of your I think most if not all of your keg is gone.
Yeah,
Didn't you
that too.
clean them out?
Yeah, I gave him a platinum.
Yeah, he did fucking clean them out.
I don't know if they have more to give you then.
They're gonna make more overnight, I assume, to make up for all the stock that I just cleaned them out of.
They made money, they don't care.
Exactly. If they want more money, they're gonna make more and give them to me, or just give me the raw gunpowder.
And after that, he just continues to stare at you, and you just hear the very faint sound of a smoldering thing as he just doesn't pay it any mind, as now there's just burning wooden dummy in the corner.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna. Now that I know that works, I'm gonna say, all right, glad that works, and I'm just gonna go back and stare at him and watch what he writes down.
At this point,
no.
he doesn't write anything down. He just has the paper and inkwell in front of him, and he just looks at you. And he's just looking at you. He doesn't write anything down. He just observes you.
All right. Well, can I see what you're writing?
There's a brief moment where he tilts his head. I would not advise it, but you're welcome to.
Why do you mean not advise it? Is this cursed?
It's not cursed. Your conventions of... The way you record information is rudimentary.
Oh,
It doesn't involve all of the senses and all of the dimensions that you have yet to discover.
so what you're saying is that I probably won't be able to read it then.
What he's saying is you need a rocket.
That's one way of understanding it.
Well, I can certainly try. Just hand me a page of anything, really. I want to at least see if I can do something.
There's a brief moment where he just lifts the page in front of you. I need you to make a sanity saving throw.
Okay.
So on your character sheet, there's a new
yep.
you have a new sanity saving throw. So go ahead and make a sanity saving throw for me.
Okay.
There's a moment where, as you look at this, like you feel almost like fucking like brain blast, like Jimmy Neutron, as you feel your mind almost expand as you realize what he was talking about. The writing that he is doing it seems to take the form of writing, but it incorporates dimensions and elements that you have never seen before. Just as in how you perceive something and you feel something, and then you go take those feelings and translate that into more complex feelings of guilt after kicking a dog. Like, it gets to that point of so specific of a feeling that is all transcribed instantly and in a very small portion of the page, as this records memories, feelings, complex feelings, as well as the abstractness of ideas. It is the observation of everything that is currently being perceived, thought of, and understood. And there's a moment where you're like, holy shit, where you're taken back by just looking at it. With the sanity save, you are able to not you are able to withhold the effects, as you feel like it would have some kind of damaging effect on your mind, as this transcends everything you know about language and how we transcribe language. And you are able to steel yourself, and you are able to ascertain at least something, and that this, whatever this is, the page itself is just a way for him to organize it.
Oh.
But you get the feeling he is observing everything that you have seen, connected to, and feel, and thought, and felt, and from there is taking strands of thoughts that you haven't even thought of yet and connecting them together to learn more things. As you're just kind of blown away, and it's just after showing you that brief page before he sets it down. And for a moment, he actually does tilt his head. Surprising, not many people can look at this, and even your last friend couldn't speak comprehensively for a few minutes.
Really? Wow. I guess I'm
Does
just
that mean
built
more?
different. I don't say that. I don't say that. I just say, huh. Wow. Okay, yeah, maybe you're onto something there about not reading those.
It hasn't reached your level of understanding yet. You might be able to get to that in either a few years or millennia, I forget. Regardless,
One of
think-
the two.
I think I have enough information for now. I don't think I'll be bothering any of you for a good while.
That's reassuring.
And he sort of just gestures behind you. And as you look, there is now a door.
All
You're
right.
welcome to stay as long as you want, but if you wish to leave, you may leave.
I guess now that I've done what I've needed to do, I guess I'm just gonna go get some sleep, I guess. Anyway, if you ever need any more information, it seems like you're a nice enough guy. Just, I don't know. You do what you do. And as I head out the door,
Then there's a pause and kind of just appreciated. And he just writes something down. And as you walk through the door, you're back. It's as if you walked through the door, exiting your room to enter the Suite of Things. And you have that moment where you're just like, huh,
well then,
Waddles,
Scott,
I
yes.
guess I'm gonna go with.
Scott left a Discord call.
Oh,
We need to.
Internet
I was,
maybe?
I was, I was wondering
There's Roll20
who,
also went out.
I think is he moving in Roll20? He's moving in Roll20.
Yeah.
Is he moving in Morse code?
Oh.
Scott, you good?
He just went.
Oh!
Okay,
And he's gone in Roll20.
There you go.
Fascinating.
dropped.
Boy.
Someone text him.
he got.
Oh, he's offline in Discord.
Yeah, someone text him.
His internet died.
Oh, B.
That's
Unfortunate.
What a shame.
Well, alright, W's just fucking hanging out with you guys. Anyway, so, with that out of the way, welcome
Oh,
back.
there he is.
Hello.
back.
There he is.
Hey.
Is
Oh,
Yeah.
rip. He's having connection issues. Damn,
Oh,
this
hello?
sucks. Hello, welcome back.
There he is.
Oh, we hear you.
Alright, so, you guys are now fast forwarding to the present. It is now the day before the harrowing. As you guys are all now gathered back at the town square. Richter, everyone had met up. You realize that Skara, Lucius, and Dravik had returned to the Gathering of Wandering Muses the day prior. Upon returning, have you guys told the information of what happened to Elena to everybody yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would have.
probably
I
would
would
have.
have let them know when I let
So,
them know
uh,
bullshit with Lawless.
Elena is alive. As
Huh.
they found her and revived her, she forcibly, when she knew she was going to die, she forcibly broke her arms and legs and stuffed her into a box that existed on another plane of existence, so her body would not rot as fast.
Oh.
And Lucius was able to notice where that was, and then pulled her out,
And Skara
revived her.
revived her.
I see.
It
And
was.
that,
Unbox.
yeah,
It was.
Skara also had received a vision from Ayun that Virgil got an additional help, or pity help, I guess, from Lelis with a new material that would supposedly grant him allies of batteries he has been using to refuel his flesh when he's back in the Nine Hells, or in the Abyss. And that he's probably going to attack, according to what he saw, during the harrowing, where he can
Oh,
bring
boy.
his friends. So, in doing so,
All right.
Skara has suffered 3 levels of exhaustion and is currently just sitting in the Gathering of Wandering Muses. But, so, for the rest of you, you guys have now all gathered. Elena is now skipping her way back to the Gathering of Wandering Muses to talk to Skara, but you guys have the day ahead of you. What do you all wish to do?
I think we were starting to have people like go on watch and just start walking around looking for people. I was gonna start putting up flyers around the area that I was gonna do the festival in. To let
Right.
people know yeah.
So you finish up that job as you started it last session, and again, there are people who are like, ah, damn, but everyone seems to be excited. Make a general perception check for me, Abagus.
Okay. Perception. Normal, right? No.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a perception check. Okay. With a 17, you hear a few things. Mainly is that some graduates or students are kind of like are bummed out because after the harrowing is going to be Day of the New Year, which is when graduates graduate. So they won't. They probably won't be there for this new thing unless it is like. Most of them are saying like, fuck, because they have to graduate or they are going to their graduation ceremonies.
Do I know when the graduation ceremonies are? If they're like early in the morning or they last all day, or like
It's pretty much an all-day event. It's usually followed by some kind of party and some sort of congratulatory like ceremony that happens beforehand, then the actual ceremony, and then there usually is like an after party of some kind.
Okay.
Usually this is where families meet together and sort of are existent or are by the various guilds where they have these ceremonies.
Were there a lot of graduates in the competition to begin with?
From going over your list and from what you heard, there are probably only like 9 or 10.
Okay.
Because
so
it seems that most of them are children or sort of children and teenagers, but the few like college students that wanted to just join in for the fuck of it appear to cannot join the next day. So some of them are bummed out about it, but
Okay.
that's what it is.
All right. Well, that sucks, but aye.
Alright, so if you guys are willing to take watch, go ahead and place yourselves among the map as you guys want to. If you guys want to try, let me know if you guys want to, like, do you guys want to stay in specific areas where you're kind of just sitting there and, like, keeping a watch, or are you guys going to do a constant perimeter?
So, really quick, Alton was going to go to a place to get metal, right?
Yeah, the puppet dungeon.
Yeah.
So are we going to do anything with that, or is that just going on while this is going on?
This going on while this is going on for
Okay.
now.
Um,
And we'll talk about that later when it comes relevant. But otherwise, that will take a majority of the day, or at least a part of it. Dravik, yes.
I wanted to get that beer that like makes your voice super loud.
Right, you want to get Giant's Beer.
You're right.
Sure,
And-
so, again, it's a gold for one Giant Spear.
All right. I pay that.
Okay,
I
so...
think maybe also Richter and I doing a perimeter might be the best idea because he'll glow if any fiend approaches, and I can maintain a constant detect magic spell.
Mhm.
All right.
Um,
idea.
So we'll just
I would,
walk.
Scar would like to talk to Elena at some point.
Yes, she is currently skipping her way over to you, but I just wanted to get what the general idea, purvey of what everyone else is first.
I give the beer to Dobio and say, "Hold on to this, and if we see any action, drink it and yell to try and get everybody else's attention."
Now,
Awesome.
fun is needed, but
Oh,
Hmm.
darn.
Darg.
Koa,
Yes.
can I make like an intelligence check? Like if there, so I want to figure out if there were to be some sort of like big commotion, what would be the best spot to do it so that way there would be the most people seeing it? Like in the crossroads, like if
Make an investigation check.
okay. Like let's say for example I wanted to kill a Silverton, where would I do it so the most people would see it? Investigation?
Yes.
Okay. Also maybe looking for cultists, but if I want to kill the Silvertons.
If you were to make a guess, it would probably be in one of the crossroads, just because that's where the most people can see you. So any of these 4 areas would probably be the most ideal, just because there are constant influx of people coming from different directions, as opposed to an alleyway which only has 2 views, and are surrounded by houses, or at least
Gotcha.
buildings. So
Okay.
that would be your educated guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and this is still the stall that I had yesterday, right?
Yes.
Is it like occupied by anyone, or can I just go back to
No,
it?
it is not occupied.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep watch here on this crossroad, and I'll just go ahead and just make some candy making and just like sell candy while keeping an eye on stuff.
Okay.
And
Go
then
ahead
I'll
and just give me a general persuasion check as you're selling candy.
Persuasion.
Yes. Just to
Okay.
see what your general sort of purview of that is.
My goal. Oh fuck
Okay.
yeah.
So it becomes
you make so much copper. It's candy time.
it becomes more of a like marketing campaign of like they're still going on. The candy games are still going on. Tell your friends, have some candy, also buy some candy, and it becomes this very successful act where you're
I'm offering just double the candy for anyone who buys any, just out of like I'm so sorry the candy games are being postponed, but in light of that, every piece of candy you buy, you get one for free.
All right, so you're gonna do a classic BOGO, buy one get one free. Nice. Draws in plenty of people.
Okay, but am I still able to keep watch on the crowds? My goal is to make sure that there's nothing fishy going on.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay, so I will be asking everyone to make perception checks, but I just wanted to know where generally you were.
Well, I'm watching this fucking
All right,
alley.
so Abigus and Cupcake are in that area. Richter and Lucius are going to be just keeping a general walkthrough because with detect magic and then platinum armor that glows.
I'm probably not walking like exactly like side to side, but like
Right.
always on the same street.
Sure, as you guys are basically there. And then Dravik and Dobio. I know Dravik, you gave him the beer. Where'd you want to be in regards to everyone else though?
I guess kind of like, how do I ping an area?
Click and hold. Hold left click.
Left click?
Yes.
Kind of like around here.
20 is loading for me
Okay.
Huh?
right now.
Cool. Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Back. Yes,
Oh,
we can hear you.
Like kind of like around the main street.
Okay. Roll 20 is not loading for me right now.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. Wait.
That's whack. Sorry about that.
Very whack.
Did you potentially join but disconnect from video or something?
I mean, for me to do that.
Oh, fair.
But I mean, I guess I could do it because for some reason something happens on my laptop, so I could just do that on my desktop because that's effectively the same thing because I don't have a webcam for my desktop anymore because the one I was using broke and I'm forgetting to get a new one.
All right. I think prefer to have you in Roll20 rather than
what I'll
camera, just so that way we can
back.
interact and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Sorry. Who was last speaking? I forgot. Dravik, I believe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to be on like this like
Okay.
main street.
Alrighty. You can place your character anywhere you want along that street that you see to be fit. But I will keep that in mind that you are walking along the thoroughfare.
Right.
Okay. And then Agatat.
My character is positioned by the bread.
All right. Nice. As you're just there, and Iggy's kind of just like. Iggy will also keep watch. Scar, as you are sort of waiting there, sort of in the room, sort of looking out the window, you hear.
Oh, never mind. Keep going.
You hear like a brief knock, and as you turn your head, the door is already swinging open. As Elena skips forward.
Hello?
Hi. Hi, Dobio. Sorry.
Is no one else in the room?
No one else is in the room.
Okay.
That you're aware of.
Elena,
It being
Mhm.
hard college.
I know you are one for chaos,
Mm.
and I know that you enjoy fanning the fire, but honestly, why did you break your arms and legs and go into the other dimension? What were you
Oh,
running? That doesn't seem like something. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to detect thoughts on her. So wisdom saving throw.
initially she doesn't have to make a wisdom saving throw. I did reread it.
The
Oh right, yours is fucking like it's
channel divinity.
right. It's not the exact spell. It's fucking it's weird. All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Let me double check that. Make sure that that is what you do.
No, regardless, it's a failure. 8.
Cool.
Failure?
Failure.
Failure?
It's a failure. Goddamn.
You said failure, though.
I did say failure, but it's a failure. So you get her surface thoughts. She's kind of like. As you ask the question, her thoughts are immediately like, oh, I don't like being a downer. And she's like, oh, well, that wasn't actually for chaos. That was because we were being attacked by, like, the crazy demon thing. And it was about to, like, slit my throat. So, in thinking about that, I knew that my body probably wouldn't have survived because it's gonna eat it or something. So, I broke off my arms and legs and pushed myself into my own tiny chest, which I know normally objects can be in. But since I was bleeding out, I figured I'd be counted as an object if I fell into it at the right time. Which it did work, surprisingly.
Here's the thing, though.
Her thoughts are kind of just like, basically just that. It's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of how it went. That was traumatizing, but it's okay. It's fine.
There's no other reason. Just a demon.
No, it was the thing that, like, murdered, like, a dozen, like, Bard members in the college. It
The
shot
demon.
the gun. Yeah, the demon thing.
He's a demon.
Yeah, that one.
Alright,
Thank you again.
are you okay?
Yeah. And she kind of just, like, in the back of her mind, that felt better.
If you...
She skips forward, gives you, like, a brief kiss on the head, just, like, very quickly, like, thank you. By the way, I never got to actually thank you. Like, genuinely, it does mean a lot that you brought me back. I thought I was just gonna be in there and be a fun little surprise when someone decides, oh, there's something weird in them, and then boom, dead body. I thought that would be hilarious. Her thoughts are genuine. That was her reasoning behind it. There's a brief thought where it's like, maybe that would have been, like, that it was self-preservation, but it seems the forefront of it was, yeah, that'd
It'll
make
be
a good
funny.
joke.
That's
Arc.
very strange. You got the... I suppose you got the desired reaction out of us.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of blood because it's a chest and I was bleeding
Yeah.
out. I was surprised I wasn't, like, soaked in it, but I guess I don't have as much blood in my body as I thought. And I don't know how much is left in here. I do look at... Complexion's a little different. I can't tell if that's because winter's coming up, or if that's because... Oh, I hate winter. Okay.
Are
Right.
you okay?
Do some winter
Yes.
icing.
I've missed out on so many days of the Herring Festival, and I need to catch up for lost time. Do you know how many people use the Bard College for, you know, I feel like it's been dreadfully thin since I haven't been here, because Colborn's probably keeping an eye on everyone, so I have a lot of work to do tonight.
Well, good luck.
Fuck, right?
Thanks.
If I could you get me a room closer to the corner of the crossroads?
Oh
Right
yeah.
there.
Sure.
Just so I can hang out and watch things in case.
Mhm.
Bad things.
She will reach out and hug you. And you feel her beginning to cast a spell.
I don't resist.
Okay, as you are dimension doored with just immediately sort of fluttering and sort of smell of spring, as you're now in a new room that is on the top floor of on the Gathering of Wandering Muses. That is essentially, or it would be equivalent to like right here, and you can see out to the crossroads. You can see Dravik sort of walking through, but you are, for the purposes of this, you are right there.
Okay.
So,
I will put myself. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be keeping as close of an eye as I can on the crossroads in case someone comes and tries to fuck shit up.
Wait, so are you no longer exhausted?
No, I'm exhausted. I'm not.
She needs a nap.
She's literally just laying in bed watching.
Just looking.
That's all she feels safe doing.
Okay.
She needs a nap.
And Elena will skip right on back. For the rest of you that are sort of walking by, you still see her illusion playing the song, and you watch as she skips and jumps and teleports back on top of the roofs and melds back into her illusion and begins playing once more and sort of jumping around and doing a bunch of other stuff. Alright, okay, with that being said, I need everyone to go ahead and give me perception checks.
Alright.
Mine would be a straight roll because everything is awful.
Boof.
So, for the purposes of this, I'm going to be counting this as a group skill check, because you're all trying to keep
average
watch.
it out.
It's going to average
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Ooh,
17 plus
Yeah.
20 plus
there's
31
the anchor.
minus...
The first natural one since unattuning from the cards.
Yep.
Damn.
Ain't that a feeling?
Yeah.
Can I...
2, so that'd be 8.
Go ahead.
Wait, that's a natural one? Fuck.
Yep. Yeah, it is a natural one.
There's the anchor.
Oh, no. That's okay. We're doing okay, guys.
Hey, Waddle's got a 31.
Agatat, roll again. These are favorite enemies.
Wait, so that means I roll with advantage?
Yep.
What?
I believe
Yeah,
you have
I
advantage
have
on
advantage.
perception
Okay, cool.
checks against favorite enemies.
Yes. That would
We're
be how
fucking
that
eye
works.
emoji.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Love
lot better.
Love putting
So
down
1, 2,
humanoid
3,
as a
4,
favorite
5.
enemy.
I like how he got higher than Abigus did on a natural 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck
man,
that.
shut up.
So, Dobio, are you keeping watch along with everybody else?
Watch for what?
The mysterious hooded individuals that are gonna kill people, supposedly, or make a statement.
Allegedly.
If not, that's fine. You can just walk around.
Can I do like a held action type deal where I'm gonna attack the first hooded person I see?
Wait,
Wow.
wait,
No,
Scott, did
no,
you
no,
hear what I
no,
said
no.
earlier?
That.
What did you say earlier?
About giving, okay, because I was with you and I gave you the
Giant spear.
giant spear and told you
Yeah.
next time, yeah. So
Oh, okay. I don't remember that at all.
oh, okay. I gave you the giant spear and told you like if we spot any of like the
because I'm
any of the-
loud.
yeah, any of the magic people, drink that and like yell where you
All
are.
right, I'll do that and then punch them.
Good plan.
Okay.
Okay,
I
awesome.
like that plan. Koa.
Can you be near me, actually? Don't be.
I suppose. Why not?
Alright. So, Dravik, you are keeping watch on the main thoroughfare, but also keeping an eye on Dobio, which is not a hard task. He's fucking massive.
Alright.
And he just, like, everyone else looks like dwarves beneath him as he's just walking through the thoroughfare that's, like, suspiciously eyeing and looking at people. And, like, some people keep a wide berth.
Koa.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to make a second perception check by when people are coming up to my stand to like see if I notice any sort of something off with them because of the glasses of looking at stuff good? What the fuck
I would say no. Because you're
So-
already selling
No? Okay.
and you are keeping an eye watch, I would say you cannot also make
I
a
can't have my
reading
other
into
eye just
people.
fucking twin.
Yeah, like
look at-
no. Only so
Okay,
many
fine.
things you can do over the course of however long you guys are doing this. So
Okay.
Dobio, go ahead and just give me a general either insight check to see if you see anyone hooded that feels shady, or perception check if you're just looking for anyone with hoods. Scott?
You talking to me? What?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
Oh,
you were talking to me.
It's okay. Make either an insight check if you're trying to, like, feel out people who are wearing hoods and whether or not they're shady, or a perception check if you're just looking for people with hoods on.
Oh, wait. What's the difference?
Their vibe
Someone
versus
could just
their
be
look.
wearing a hood and
Yeah.
be completely like
Well,
normal Joe.
what I have to hoods is what I have to go on, right?
Yes.
And gauntlets. They're wearing like hoods and gauntlets.
Yeah, they're
But
wearing
Can
chains.
you see the gauntlets over their hoods?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, we did.
Yeah, pretty well actually. Yeah,
Okay.
chunky.
Well, what was the first one you said?
Insight. If you're trying to get a read into anyone that is wearing a hood if they're acting suspicious.
All right. I think my insight and perception are both pretty much the same. Because they're both 0 and they're both wisdom.
So whatever you would like to do then.
I'm gonna perception.
Alright, make a perception check for me. Okay.
Nice.
Alright, I see super good.
Alright, you guys come out to an average of 21.
Hey.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Okay, so, you guys keep a fairly good track of everyone that is exiting and entering the city, or the festival. So, I would say 2 hours pass. Nothing of note. It's just
Do I
the
get-
festival, people going through.
Do I get
Then-
money?
Thing on the detect magic thing.
Yeah, so with Detect Magic, you're not getting any reading of people around you.
Got it.
You
Well,
will
aren't
get
these
your money
anti-magic
near the end.
Luddites?
They are anti-magic people, but
Yes, they're anti-magic Luddites. Okay.
Dre has the question. Dre, go
Yes.
for it.
Can, while maintaining like my perception, start to stealth, like to try and blend in.
okay. Yes, you definitely can. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
So you start to just blend in with the crowd and become a part of this festivities, and you start to notice how obvious your group members are. You have an old man with a giant robot selling candy watching. You have this giant Goliath who's just looking over everybody, and you can see a figure in platinum armor walking through the streets. The only person that you do find that occasionally, like, doesn't catch your eye is Lucius, because he's wearing bard's clothing. He looks like a bard who goes to the bard college. People do give him glares or look at him as he is a tiefling, but it appears that it's less of a big thing during the harrowing as people are dressed up in costume, and people are kind of just like, ah, not worrying. You do
I
get
think
this.
he's a costume. It's fucked up.
Yeah, kind
Listen, it
of.
was just accepted to dress up like a fucking elf.
That's
Completely okay.
So
Fuck this guy.
you spend that moment. But you now have basically blended into the crowd, and you get the feeling now you have basically a new perspective at looking and trying to find individuals, whereas previously you were looking as an outsider, now you're looking sort of and weaving within the group. You get the feeling you might be able to see some people if they were trying to avoid you previously.
Okay. I want to like.
I need you to make a separate perception check.
Oh. Watch this one be like the absolute like pits. Oh,
Okay.
that's fine.
so fucking
Good
awesome.
to know.
I want to like shimmy over to somebody and tell them to start acting more script, but like, who can?
I mean, I'm trying to like pretend like I'm playing it off like I'm just here to sell candy.
Yeah.
Dobio,
But
maybe.
it still has the same
You
idea
do
that
have
like
the earring.
you
By
do
the
have
way,
the, yeah,
you
you
can
have the
just
earring. You guys can
send
communicate
that
through
out
the
to
earring.
everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. What are the
You
rules
don't-
of the earring again?
What is the
Yeah.
what?
You can send a message within 1 mile to anyone else wearing it.
Okay. Is everyone within 1 mile?
Yes, you guys are all within a
Yep.
mile.
Definitely.
How do I say this? We're extremely obvious. We might want to try and disguise ourselves. Try and blend in a bit more.
What do you mean disguise ourselves? Cover us in dirt or rocks or something? Make us look like hobos? Look at Dobio! You
Well,
think that he's gonna be able to blend in any
I
capacity?
I honestly think this is more towards you potentially.
What if I
Because
crouch down?
shine armor that I can see from around the corner.
I think
Once
the
again, what do
shine
you want me to do?
Richter's
Cover myself
armor
in
is
dirt or
probably
something?
important
It
at the
would
very
work.
least.
Or at least wear a cloak.
I am wearing the cloak. It's on my back.
I
Okay,
cannot cooperate
Over
with
your
that, though,
armor.
so I'll try to be more inconspicuous.
What about possibly casting any sort of scrying spells so that way you can stay in one place and stay safe, but then keep an eye out without drawing too attention to yourself. Does that work? Does
The
anyone
last
have-
time Scar tried to scry on Virgil, he almost killed her.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, never
I
mind.
do remember that.
But we're not hunting Virgil. We're looking for
No,
the.
no, not
Okay.
technically the last time, because last time I scryed on him was yesterday night. But I have other issues.
Did you see anything last night?
Yes. I told you about my
Yeah,
vision.
she did explain the dream
Right.
Oh.
or the vision.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm referring more to the hooded figures. Virgil, that's a given, I guess. But
That's a normal fish to fry. We got.
Would I
other
be able to
fish fry.
scry just off, like, the description of the hooded figure?
Yes.
That-
However, they would have a large bonus to the save
Got it.
because here, let me really quickly look.
Yeah,
Scrying.
I've seen one.
if you guys need to cast or something,
Yeah,
you
if
come
you
back to the booth.
only have if you secondhand you have just heard of the target, they have a +5 to their save.
It's not
Let,
that
I can
incredible.
potentially scry on the guy that I saw last night. Just say the word and I can do it. But I
And I'm
also
also
crystal
gonna
ball.
be,
I would
trying
also
to be more inconspicuous now.
I'll continue being conspicuous so that way if anything happens, I'll be the first to get hit. I'll be the bait.
I think
Oh
we're
shit, my
pretty
roll
good
20
base
came out.
already.
Hold on, going back in. Alrighty.
The DM's gone. Let's steal everything.
Hold on, don't touch shit! Sorry.
Look at all
DM's
these-
gone. Time to roll natural 20s.
This is why Roll20's bad. Call it takes a piss. I can't just go and look at his notes.
Yeah.
Quick, everybody roll a 69.
Hold on, gotta use the bathroom, everyone. Fuck, pull up the damn screen!
How else did you think we fucking found out there's a dragon underneath the city? We got.
We were all just playing around with you, Cole. We
Yeah.
knew
You
everything.
from day 2, and
The
you're like
entire
dragon
time,
under
you guys
city,
knew exactly what was gonna happen.
DM's gone. Time to lag up
I
roll
mean, it's
20.
not like your notes are so like hard to read.
Oh god, I think I just lagged up roll 20. Oh no. There it is. Wait, no.
Why am I rolling so good?
You
Oh,
could
there it
roll a
is.
69.
We're loading our
This
dice.
fucking man. Is that me
Jesus.
rolling? Oh,
Yeah, fuck that, I think. One moment?
I think that was
I'm
probably
fine,
supposed to be a
fine.
hidden roll.
As you're walking, Dravik,
Yes?
you hear in the back of your mind, to your left.
Huh?
To your left!
I look to my left.
You see a similar hooded individual weaving through the crowd that is purposefully avoiding everyone in your group. You can see that they are keeping tabs of both Richter or at least at the moment keeping tabs of Richter and sort of dodging around that and sort of trying to keep hidden from that.
Okay. So I start kind of like following him. Can I? Is that just off my previous stealth check?
No, you gotta make a new stealth check for that.
Fuck. Okay. $13. And I relay this to Lucius at least.
Okay. Hold on.
And
Say what you want to say to Lucius. Comes through in a message.
Through a message. Actually,
You can do everyone
Lucius
if you want.
and Alton specifically, and then
Alton is now within a mile.
Yeah, Alton's not.
Right. Fuck.
Scar?
Right.
Skara. I guess. Yeah. It appears I have one in my sights. On the same road as me, he appears to be avoiding Richter.
I look for him specifically.
Make a
Out my window?
perception check.
And I'm going to do guidance. No, I won't. I won't do guidance. Straight roll.
Fuck yeah.
28.
Oh boy.
You have a feeling that you do see this individual. I'll go ahead and put him on the map for you guys.
Yay!
Hey.
I see him.
Oh, it's not that far.
Fairly,
Can I
fairly.
surprise attack him?
It looks conspicuous on the map, but in reality, this person is just weaving in and out of the crowd. And for a moment, Scar, you're like, shit, and then you do see the individual.
I see him.
Okay, so Dravik, what do you want to do?
What would you like to do?
Well,
They're
yes.
slowly just beginning to sort of just weave through the crowd and move.
Is there a way? All right, I will relay it to the rest of the group.
Are we apprehending him?
I'm trying to follow him, but I don't think.
Scar and Dravik, you watch him begin to turn the corner out of your sight.
Okay, I start to pursue him, but I don't turn the full corner.
Okay, you can go and place your token as you will. You know that he moved into this alleyway.
I'm gonna.
I don't trust my own ability. I don't trust that I can maintain
I'm gonna
stay undetected for long.
I'm going to cast Arcane Eye and follow him.
Okay. You cast Arcane Eye as it goes through. You begin to move it and sort of follow around. You are having to retraverse the streets. Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's my. Making a perception check. Perception check.
You are able to follow him, and you watch as he is at this point here. As everyone is kind of like beginning to sort of begin to converge, or at least like talk about it, and Dravik is around the corner, you see that this person is quickly moving out of the festival.
Agatat, maybe a hunter's mark, potentially.
Agatat doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, you guys didn't talk to him.
I can continue.
I did.
I can. Dravik, I can continue to follow him with an Arcane Eye. If he does something wrong, I will let you know.
All right, and then I kind of go to the blade and I go, any more?
Can I make a?
Hold on. I don't know. Are you gonna start listening to my advice?
Yeah, totally. I guess I'll make a deception check.
Sure. Hilarious, I think.
No!
There's just a brief moment where like, behind you.
Behind me?
Do you turn behind you?
Can I like kind of like maneuver over and kind of like put my back to like a wall to a point where I could see what's behind me in like
Sure.
a nondescript way.
Sure.
Is that a stealth check or is that?
We'll say as you begin to sort of move into that position, he says, and just go silent.
All right. Do I see him? Do I see
You
the?
look around. There's no one there. You get the feeling he was fucking with you.
I'm gonna rust you.
You can't rust me. You think I'm a being of your infinite
I'm a talented
depths.
guy, and I holster my.
And you think you can really silence?
Good.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hate this guy.
What are you doing to my boy Dravik?
Oh,
Nothing.
God. What have you done?
Okay, so you're gonna begin to sort of follow this creature with your arcana, yes?
Creature.
Human. Sorry, I just referred to people as creatures because I've been reading a lot of fucking D&D shit.
Ah,
Alright, but are you going to
just
be
creeped
informing
back
anyone
to
of where
reality.
he is to follow or cast any spells? You get the feeling that he is about to leave the festival grounds and is gonna go somewhere else.
I'm
So-
just gonna keep following him. Let people know if anything big happens. I'm gonna let people know.
Okay, so, that is the case. You begin to follow this individual, and how long does Arcana Eye last?
Look at the thing. Looking it up. Okay.
Hour, okay. Hour. So, about 30 minutes pass of this individual now sort of weaving between crowds that's beginning to sort of turn corners and move into more less and less populated areas. Before you finally see him, go ahead and just give me a general survival check to sort of basically follow this person through twists and turns and all of that.
Could I do a perception check
No.
instead?
This is survival because you are actively tracking a creature and trying to follow them.
That's not bad.
Just general dexterity. I'm not trying to hide, but it is still the amount of... Okay. You get the feeling after about 20 minutes of following this individual, you start to lag behind, and you're willing it to move forward, but it moves at a pace that is faster than you, or faster than your arcane eye can move. And it's getting to the point where you're having to remember exactly what the turns were, and at a certain point, you make a few turns, and you don't know where they went. You're like, fuck. And you start to sort of move around, and...
I kind of go up into the air and then do a perception check.
So it only has a normal vision of 30 feet.
So it can only see 30 feet in front of
Yeah,
it?
you mentally receive information from the eye, which has a normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction. I believe Arcane Eye can only look out to 30 feet. Let's find out.
Yeah, that confuses me.
Yes, Jeremy Crawford said yes.
Okay.
Meaning normal vision and dark vision. Normal vision meaning it can only see out to 30 feet. So if you were to go up, you feel like you wouldn't be able to go past the buildings and see anything below.
Okay.
So unfortunately, as you begin to follow this creature, this being, you're not able to catch up with them, or as they take too many turns, you're not able to move fast enough.
I'll let everyone know that I lost him and then cancel the spell.
Okay. Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nothing else. But you let everyone know that.
Okay. Well,
at the very least, we know that they're here now.
where more or less did you lose them? Like, how far away were they when you lost them?
It would have been about half a mile south of the festival.
Okay.
That's okay.
And so if they're heading south, what's in that direction, Koa?
You guys are near the harbor. That would just be more harbor.
more harbor.
You guys
so
are
they're
a
just going
decent
for
ways
the
away
harbor.
from the southern entrance.
Where, in relation to us, is the warehouse that Elton is getting all the metal at?
That is in the northeastern section of the city, very far away from where you guys
You're
are.
way far away.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna keep an eye out for
right.
Virgil and the Unshackled again.
Okay. It'll be the same perception check as before. As you guys spend another 2 more hours pass, nothing. Another 2 hours, as you guys have spent the entirety of the day just watching. At this point, you guys can see the sun begins to set, and you guys watch
quick,
as...
At the end of the second hour, or the second 2 hour frame, after I did the whole thing with the Arcane Eye, 2 hours later, Scar's going to walkie-talkie in to Dravik and say, "Can you check around the street that he was on for any kind of like traps or something?"
Sure. I make a.
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Really quick, Lucius, your health is super low. Is there a reason for that?
Okay.
Or no,
Dravik,
maybe it's just
looking
the bar
through,
talking.
you do not find anything of note.
Does not seem to be the case.
Okay.
Yes.
At any time during our patrol, as soon as we get close enough on our patrol route to the firecracker salesman, I'm gonna run over there real quick and see if I can clean him out again.
I just
They
want to
kinda-
find something.
They kind of just recognize and they're like, haha, hi, how can I help you?
All your firecrackers again, please.
Oh, God. 1 second. Turn the sound. Wait, you're... Guys, back here again. The fucking... My firecracker. You can't give all of them to me, but we're here to make money, alright? No, we're here to fucking do it. It's a branding thing. Some half. Give fucking half. Charge me, come on, fucking... Opens the door. Hi, we can't give you all of our stock, because it takes a while for us to make it, and, due to, certain, the mercantile reasonings. But, we'd, for 20 gold, we can give you a large amount of them, about a good amount, almost 3/4 of our entire stock.
Okay, so how about, since you're only giving me about half of what you actually have, how about I only give you 10 gold instead?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Alright, we have a deal.
So you give him 10 gold,
Like that would be how math works.
goes into the back, and someone's like, fucking... You hear again this rumbling of boxes as they hand you a fucking box again of fucking firecrackers.
How many do I have this time?
That's... Hold on.
Hold on, math is
You
hard.
get 34.
34.
34 firecrackers. Yep.
Wait. 34th their entire... How are these big firecrackers or...
Nope. There's still a tiny amount.
But they gave me like... How many did they give me yesterday? Like 600?
Many.
But you see, you clean them out, and so they only had what they could make in one day.
You have a fuck ton of explosives, asshole.
Not enough. I need more.
Dude,
Leave the explosives to the
fucking Alton has a gun, and you're asking him for this random guy for gunpowder?
Well, he's actually willing to sell it to me. Do you think
Why don't you
Alton
just
is
try and
actually
buy
going to
the
give me gunpowder if I asked him nicely?
Why don't you just try and buy the gunpowder instead of the whole rocket?
Alright, well, anyway. So, Richter, you have that. What are you doing with the box?
I'm going to carry it around while I patrol. Fuck it.
Now people are giving the Platinum Man with holding a box of firecrackers strange eyes. As people, some people, like, are keeping an eye out, and some people are like, oh, is he gonna, like, do a show? And some people are, like, expectantly, like, kind of, like, waiting, keeping an eye out to see if they're gonna do, like, a flash mob or something. Because there's a guy in, like, full platinum armor holding a box of firecrackers. But nothing happens.
I'm drawing all the attention so you guys can stay in the shadows.
Richter, Do you ever pass by my stall when you're carrying these firecrackers?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would motion for you to come over for just a second.
What's up? What's up?
Give me a few of those. I wanna make sure that this stall is more vibrant than it should be, so I can attract more customers.
Here, have 2. Put them in the candy. It'll be great.
No,
It'll add a nice kick
I'm
to
not
it.
gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and can I go ahead and like pass them the cup, quick, have them toss them up, and I'm gonna use firebolt to make them pop in midair.
Sure.
All right.
There is still a good amount of sort of hype, and people still come to you and sort of buy stuff like that.
Okay.
All right.
Over the course of the day, Abigus, you make, we'll say, roughly 327 copper pieces.
Nice. That's a very specific number for a rough estimate. 327.
Yes, 327 copper pieces.
Okay, sounds good.
You cannot convert it to gold because you have it in copper.
I know.
Okay, but yeah,
I can
anyway.
make copper into other stuff.
It's true. So, as the evening begins to come to, you guys watch as the guild begins to put away most of their things, and you guys begin to see that the vibe or the feeling of the festival begins to change. You watch as makeshift bars begin to get set up in almost every corner, and more people dressed up in various costumes make their way inside, and the real party gets started. You watch as the crowds become much more crowded, as people are now beginning to drink and laugh and dance. You see in corners and sometimes in the middle of the street, people beginning to make out, people just getting drunk and pushing each other over. You see a few fist fights break out in the street as the tone has completely shifted and it is now almost utter chaos.
I think this is what they're waiting for.
Yeah.
I would like to point out earlier that Agatat was giving high fives to all the kids on his team.
Nice!
Who we happen to see.
Cool.
Agatat is strangely wholesome.
Can
Yes.
At times. Sometimes he tells children that he's going to eat them.
He doesn't lie
So
to
the
them.
broom doesn't actually need to be attuned, right? If I remember, it's not an attuned item. If I
No,
remember
it does
correctly.
not. Don't
Can I
believe-
send it places?
Go ahead and read the description. I don't think you can.
Koa,
Yes?
as
You can-
as the night rolls around, I'm gonna go ahead and transition my candy shop into my best attempt at like a drink shop. Like I'm gonna use my alchemical flask to like try and make like thick syrupy drinks to like that aren't alcoholic but like are super sugary.
Sure!
To still keep on trying to blend in.
So I'm going to send it. I can.
Okay,
as long
cool.
as it's within 1 mile. I'm going to send it to Skara.
Alright.
and I get a command word.
Just as a heads up, you would know this. Skara is like in her commerce clothes. She's not in armor currently.
Okay. I like protect, and I tell Skara, keep this box. Since you're pretty much incapacitated, keep this around as a quick way to escape.
Thank you very much. And Skara's gonna pick it up and carefully place it right next to the window in case she needs to make a quick escape.
Right.
Okay. So you now have the broom. Alright, so, you guys can now see as there are, tone completely shifts as now it is party central, as people are just getting drunk everywhere and, there are no kids to be seen, during this time.
Fucking gross.
So make an alchemy check, Abigus, to try and make some kind of drink.
Okay. Alchemy. Bam. That's not that bad.
Okay, you do manage to make some kind of sweet drink.
I'm gonna with every drink offer signups for the Candy Olympics as like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck yeah. Hey there,
Oh
drunk
boy.
teenagers, come over here and be part of my wholesome thing. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Bam. Fuck. Shit.
Not the audience you're used to preaching to or to
Yeah.
like asking to, and it's you're not
Hey,
sure how many
no,
people will
Jamie,
show up, but
Okay.
you get a decent amount of people that say, yeah, sure, I'll give it a fucking try. And it's an interesting moment. During this time, however, you can now see a lot of cloaked individuals as people are coming in costume, and the streets are crowded. I need everyone to make a perception check for me. Everyone has disadvantage. Because you guys are now weaving through crowds of people. This is like a music festival now.
Would I still have disadvantage because I have kind of like a bird's eye view?
You still would have disadvantage just because it's, even with the bird's eye view, the garb is no longer something that can be seen as a notable feature.
Then can I guidance?
Yeah, you can guys.
Koa?
Wait.
Yes.
If I'm not weaving through crowds, I'm just observing people who come towards me or like in my area. Can I get the advantage of just cancel to be neutral?
No. That would
No?
just
Okay.
be if you're just gonna be trying to interact with the people in front of you and see if maybe not they're different. That would be insight.
Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead. It's you said perception with normal or disadvantage?
Insight. It's just straight insight for you. If you're just gonna not be looking for individuals, but instead trying to figure out if anyone around you that you are immediately interacting to has the features or is shady in any way.
Okay, gotcha. I'll
Also,
do insight.
Scar, just so you're aware, you'd have to
Yeah.
be guidancing for the entirety of this, meaning you would not be able to do any other actions or cast any other spells, because this is the perception check is
Then just drop the 2.
okay. Alrighty. Dobio, did you want to be looking around during this or not really?
For hooded people,
Yeah.
I mean, did I start? What's? Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Koa,
Yes.
really quick.
Yes.
You said that with the disadvantage stuff and advantage, if it just has like 2 disadvantages and 1 advantage, it would just be a straight roll, right? Because
Yeah.
I have 2 disadvantages and an advantage.
Then it would be a straight roll.
Okay, I'll do the straight roll.
Now, so go ahead and re-roll that.
Oh,
So yes, that is correct. Thank you.
Koa.
15. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna hold my action and just basically be ready to toss a Molotov at the first of the first attack I see.
I would say
and
you
I'm gonna try
cannot.
and keep it.
I would say you cannot because you're already looking around. Holding an action is like you're preparing yourself within 6 seconds to immediately jump at something. To be doing that for 2 hours and to be keeping a watch over everybody, I would say is not realistic. You can have it in the back of your pocket, but your time would be spending this time to try and find hooded individuals with shackles.
All right.
Dobio, make a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Why?
Yes. Because, like I said earlier, the streets are incredibly crowded now. It feels like a music festival, and people are laughing and getting drunk and pushing people over, and there are a lot of people that are now in garb, dressed garb.
Okay. Don't.
Guys' average comes out to be 11.
Don't.
Wait, did I roll?
No, roll. You just have a straight roll.
I'm a straight roll because they're technically my favorite.
Yes.
Why did he get a straight roll?
Because he is observing his favorite enemy, humans.
Wow. Humans are my favorite enemy.
Oh, the big carry.
Plus 38.
God, in my...
Okay, so your average comes out to be 16. Abacus does not count towards the total because Abacus is something separate.
Oh, okay.
Because you're looking at like people that are coming in and getting an information.
Right.
So if anyone were to come in through, if any of them were to come in and interact with you, you would have that insight check to know if they were in that. So your average comes out to be 16. All right. Pop, 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 pop.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
Huh?
So you fucking wiggled in front of the camera.
Oh.
Oh, nope, not fucking...
It's like a thing, it's like this rubber thing to help improve my grip strength.
Oh.
Nice.
But I usually spend most of my time just waving it around. I hit myself in the balls with it earlier today, and I had to sit down for 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Oh, that'll do it.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
So, as you guys begin to sort of watch and basically looking around to see if anyone is within this group, or anything along those lines, you guys do notice you guys do notice two sort of, actually not two, and it begins to get to a point where you're like, that's a hooded individual, and that looks suspicious in the way that they're walking, and you could have sworn you see some kind of like movement. And as you begin to move towards them, they sort of quickly move into the shadows. And there's a moment where even with chase, you guys aren't able to find them. And you guys get the feeling that they are here, and they are avoiding you all. Because again, you guys are
Would we
fairly...
not have, after Dravik said that, been more inconspicuous?
None of you had said that you wanted to be.
Yeah, okay.
And
Am
neither
I-
had made checks.
Am I?
Yeah, in
Am
fact,
I
I think I
still
actually drew more
inconspicuous?
attention to myself.
Well, what did you say,
I
Dravik?
think Richter's
Am I
probably
still
like.
inconspicuous? Because I didn't ever want to drop that matter. But
If you want to, did you want to try and be inconspicuous?
that was I
Okay.
thought I was continuing.
Sure, we can continue the previous roll because you had said that beforehand. We don't have to make another roll.
Right.
Actually, yeah, you have to make another roll because now you have advantage. So go ahead and make me another stealth check. You have advantage because of the massive influx of people. It's a lot easier to do it.
Will he also get a bonus because I'm drawing attention to myself?
Unfortunately, not. So, Dravik, you are able to sort of keep a purview on everyone. And sort of now within the crowd, you do notice that a few of these individuals, at this point, you can see, and during this time, you guys sort of come into contact with each other when you see one, but they quickly move out of your guys' range of sight. They appear to be expertly avoiding you all, but as you guys continue to go throughout this night, you now get a sense of the numbers that are there. And although you guys can't pinpoint any of them, you guys got close enough to know that they are here, and they are avoiding you and actively hiding.
Can I?
You guys get the feeling, just through connection, there are a total of 9 of them.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, easy.
I'm gonna earring and say, someone get on Avigus and make sure that he's okay. And I'm gonna say that to everyone, including Avigus.
I got Cupcake.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Next time I pass by his stall, I'm just gonna kind of shove the box of firecrackers under his table, so that way, he has the stock. And
The whole box of like many firecrackers, like the
It's
whole.
43.
So you're saying if they like light a
No.
flame near Abigail, he's gonna die?
I'm saying, not. What are you giving me?
Yeah, box of
Richard, are you
firecrackers.
box
The
of
whole
firecrackers.
from yesterday too, or the one?
No,
from
just
No, the one you just
carrying.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's
Just
fine.
like
No, I'm gonna give you all the
32 at this
fireworks.
case.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want you to put a fucking powder keg at my feet, bro.
Why?
You don't want to go fight?
I don't want to fucking explode. No, I think I'm good.
Seems like a.
I tell them it appears they haven't noticed me yet.
Okay.
Where have we seen them the most?
Actually, I will say, because you guys, I'd say with everything combined, I'll give it to you guys. You do know where a few of them are, so I will reveal them on the map. And you guys are and at this point they appear to be hiding in stationary. You guys are welcome to approach them if you wish.
Where are they?
Can you ping them?
They are on the rooftops. As you can see them
Oh.
hiding in the darkness. One is above Abigus,
Oh.
but they are
So-
hiding and watching. Scar is able to pick up on it immediately, like, oh, those are suspiciously large shadows. They are you guys get the information that 3 out of the 9 are on the rooftops watching.
With that information, I'm going to... I let everyone know that, first of all, and then I say, someone get on him and make sure that he is going to be okay, because it looks like they're going to jump Avigus.
I'm going to okay, so as I get over to the table and I shove the firecrackers over to him, I'm going to initiate a conversation with Waddles.
Okay.
I'm going to say, oh, hey, how's business going?
It's going really well. I'm trying to take care of all the customers that are right here, and they just keep on keeping up,
I'm glad that prospects are looking up.
I know. Everything's always looking up, but I need to just make sure I stay focused here,
Yeah, I mean, you just got to always look up and you see all the positive things you have in life.
I know. Shut up. I'm trying to... Would you like a beer or not? I have to keep on serving.
Well, I'll just stand by there and I'll just take some candy once in a while from him.
Nice.
I'll toss copper his way for each one I take.
So Richter
I'm
is
gonna
now.
do my best to stay inconspicuous and not like say what and like look up. Yeah.
Who's that?
Look
So
up. Richter, really? You say? Like we all hear the same thing, Richter. You know that, right?
Hey, I'm just
Not
curious,
necessarily,
you're the one
because there have been times when it's
Okay.
like a private call.
Tell you what. So, how long has there been a time that we've known that they're there and I've stuck here for a little bit?
yeah, I'd say you guys now have this information. It's been roughly a minute since Skara has said, or 2 minutes since Skara has given this information to everybody, and you
And-
now all know this, and Richter's beside you.
They're still
So-
sitting there, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna mosey my way over it.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, so move your token wherever you wish.
Hold on for a second.
I'm
I'm
gonna move my token.
Can I like secretly command Cupcake like through the link that we share or no? Do I have to like talk to him?
No, it has to be a verbal command.
Fuck.
I'm gonna,
Can I like can I stealthily try and command him?
Sure, you can whisper.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and like drop a piece of candy, and so when I'm bending over to pick it up, I'm gonna try and whisper to Cupcake. Let's see how I
Okay, there I am.
Stealth. Okay, cool. There's stealth. I'm gonna fucking roll a nat 1 to 0. 9. Start waddling away down the street really quick.
Watch this Cupcake.
Then
He starts
I'm gonna
walking down the street.
no, I was gonna have him start walking down to like this direction over here.
Okay, you can control him wherever you wish.
Oh yeah, sorry. So I'm gonna start walking down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn and start. Give me a second, folks. I'm gonna start. Cupcake, come back here. I'm gonna just start moving down the street a little bit, and I'm gonna
man the shop while he's doing that.
really quick.
Nice.
I have no idea how to do it, but I'll try.
I am going to take the broom that Dravik gave me and fly stealthily as I can over to here.
You'd have to exit the. Oh yeah, you can open the window. Yeah, you can open the window. So you open the window and fly out. Make a
And
stealth
yeah,
check.
stealth.
okay.
Disadvantage because I am exhausted. Yay!
Once we're down the street a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and command Cupcake to stop, and I'm gonna just sit there and pretend.
No!
Ooh.
Oh, Spaghetti-O.
You're as subtle as
Really-
a gunshot.
you really
You fall out of the window.
hate to see it.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Who-
Uh-oh.
Alright, boy.
Do I know about?
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Which is the worst place to land. Hold on. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Skara, as you try and do it as stealthily as you can, and you land in that area, and sort of and sit down there, or sort of. So as soon as you land, what are you doing?
I'm looking around and keeping my eye specifically on this bitch. And if he starts to move over where Abacus is going, then I'm gonna attempt to follow him and make sure I'm just gonna be trying to keep Abacus safe.
Okay. As you sit there and sort of keep an eye out, what's your passive perception?
Right now 20.
Is that with a -5 considering that? Oh well.
Yeah, because it's usually
Okay, okay,
25.
20.
20.
Okay.
You're welcome. I am the Verdelay.
As you're sitting there, sort of watching, you hear the creaking of wood, like a behind you.
I turn behind me.
And as you turn around, you see as 2 chains immediately rush out towards you. They have the surprise round on you.
I passive perception.
26.
Fuck. Okay.
So they're going to make
Can
a
I reaction? Am I able to just reaction scream?
We'll see. They're gonna
Okay.
get their because they're surprising. You don't know this is happening immediately yet. So
Yeah.
Shackle. What's your AC?
Right now, 15.
15. Okay. You take 18 points of force damage.
Well, 16 with the +1, but the +1 is canceled out.
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
just,
So 15 points force, or 18 points of force damage as you see as chains wrap around you, and immediately as it does, you feel the earring and all of your items on your person become inert.
Oh, fun. Okay.
You are
Wait,
considered
wait.
restrained,
Okay.
and
So
it
my
is
18?
so. Yeah, 18, and so it immediately hits you with the shackle, and you watch as the chain, as runes ignite along the sides of it, as you feel from the inside some kind of burn. So they're gonna use drain magic.
Oh, no.
What's your highest level spell slot?
7th.
So that'll be 3d10 first, so second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
Oh, no.
Oh, let me fucking reveal him on the fucking map. I have these all in the gem layer, and you landed literally right on top of him.
That's a big Lamau.
I was like, oh no.
Oh,
You take 51
no.
points of force damage,
Okay.
and
It's fine.
and you feel you lose a 7th level spell slot.
Fuck me. Okay.
Were you dropped to 0 hit points because of this?
No.
Okay. You can now scream, as it's now your turn, as immediately they go around you, drain the magic from you as you feel it leave your system in this massive burning sensation as you survived an initial attack and can now immediately respond. I'm gonna put you in back in the normal Discord because I think you are probably gonna make it obvious where you are.
Okay.
The same. It doesn't even have the name.
So what are you doing?
I am screaming as loud as I possibly can.
All right.
In pain and in worry and just trying to get people's attention.
Okay. So, as you guys are all having this moment where you're like, "Oh, let's run away from this person," you guys hear an immediate scream. And as you guys all look in where the direction it's coming from, I need everyone to go ahead and just give me a perception check. This is not with disadvantage, but you all hear the scream, and you guys hear the sound of sort of music and dancing immediately cut for a moment. As there's a horrible scream.
Do I get advantage because it's my favorite enemy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh!
I am Agatat favorite enemy.
Hey,
Can I?
You want advantage or not?
Are you fucking kidding me, guys?
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Wait, use the giant ape.
Someone's using the giant ape.
Oh wait, oops! I meant to. Sorry, that is still me.
Yeah, he's just changing the person that you're talking as, because everyone has access to the NPC
But
stat
those
block.
are with Dobio's stats. I
Yeah.
got to stop talking to this
Yeah,
giant.
no worries. Okay.
But I'm giant ape. Dobio, that's Dobio there.
So, Agatat,
Jesus, guys.
you are immediately able to pinpoint where this is coming from to a T. It is coming from this direction. The rest of you hear a scream from this, somewhere in this vicinity. Here, let me draw a shape. Yeah.
How high up is the guy behind me?
He is 50 feet up.
How far can one throw again?
Throw what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, those? That has let's say a 30 feet.
Okay, so I just need to jump up 20 feet, and then I can throw the rest away.
Sure.
Okay,
I would like everyone to briefly roll initiative.
So
We're starting at Scar's
turn,
initiative.
right?
Yes. So everyone, well, hold on, before you do. Okay, turn order is in. Everyone, click on your token, and then roll initiative.
Where's my
Can I roll
token?
perception first?
There's my.
Oh, did you not roll perception, Abigus?
No,
Abigus,
I
roll
was-
perception.
I just did the P, sorry.
Should I do it with advantage?
perception?
I see fuck all. Never mind.
No,
No,
just a
initiative.
straight roll, W.
I got
Wait.
28 on my initiative.
Oh, I also gotta do a second one because of Charm of Instant Reaction, so I'm gonna roll again.
I gave one with advantage on accident.
Ooh!
Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Just take the first one.
Plus 9, so Rector's at 18, Scar, or...
I got a natural 20, so...
Okay,
got it.
so you just wait.
Oh, fuck.
So I'll say surprise round has ended. Okay, Abigus, yeah, you don't know where they are.
Oh, we have a problem with mine, Koa.
What's up?
I thought I rolled Agatats with advantage the first time, so I rolled it again.
Oh, that's fine. I can just change it back to the initial.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Yeah, thank you. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
I think so. Cupcake is going on my turn, right?
Yeah, Cupcake goes directly after you.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was 9 plus 14, so it would be 23, wouldn't
You were
it?
originally at 9 on your other initiative. Oh, what the heck? It's oh, because you clicked your token again.
Yeah.
So then it'll be 14. Yeah. So
There's a
it'd
blimp
be
outside
20.
my house.
There's a what? There's a blimp?
Yeah, just like a Hunter.
Can I get that?
Whoa!
Oh, cool!
Yo!
Nice.
Tomato.
Is
So,
it a good year?
Jojo, did you make a
Whack.
perception check? I cannot.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I did. It was as giant ape, but those.
Oh,
were
that's
Dobby's
right.
stats.
That's right. No, you don't know. You are again. So for the rest of you, there was a scream in the box that I put.
Okay.
None of you know where exactly Skara is. You guys were able to recognize that it is Skara's scream. The only person that is able to know exactly where Skara is Agatat. The rest of you are considered to not have the line of sight of Skara, neither know where she is.
Alright.
Okay, so Skara, we would start from your initiative order, but you're at the top anyway. So, what are you doing? It's your turn. You are restrained and under the effects of the anti-magic field spell.
Okay, so I can't cast magic at all?
No, magic items and spells do not work.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
spicy.
What about darkness from
Items.
my bloodline?
What
Do I
about-
think that darkness from my bloodline?
Let me go ahead and read. I believe not, because it is as
Okay.
if you are under the effects of the anti-magic field spell. Spells and magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity, are suppressed and cannot
Okay.
protrude into it. So that does not include clerical magic. It means as a literal deity.
So I'm restrained, right?
You are currently restrained.
I hate not being able to teleport
Yeah.
or get out of situations. Fuck. So it's everything but those effects created by a deity.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to... I'm trying to think if I should fucking divine intervention it. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna.
You can use your action to attempt escape if you want.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to. I have a -2 to strength.
That's fair.
Get him.
No, get swole. Just fucking swole up.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna. This is hard because I have like nothing I can do.
We can heal him if he dies, right?
Yeah, we can bring him back to if he dies.
I don't think so.
You guys know that, actually, no, you guys don't know. Never mind.
Dude, the rest of us
No,
have
we do.
those spells.
I swear.
Nope.
No, we do.
We do.
You know.
Go ahead and
I
remind
know.
us.
I know what you're gonna say. I just want you to give you
Yeah.
a chance to say it.
No!
I'll divine intervention.
To someone other than
So
Veggie
what are you
Monkey.
going to ask?
Get him away from me.
Alright! Go ahead and roll a d100 for me.
Oh boy.
Oh, come
Oh, hamburgers.
on.
Holy shit!
Wait, what does an 11
What is
mean?
it? What does it have to be?
He has to roll
It
D100
has-
and get equal to or less than his level.
I did
And
it. I did it. I did it.
so
You did it.
you as you're being held by these chains, being suppressed, and you feel magic draining from you, you pray to Iyun, get this thing, this man away from me. And for a brief moment, you guys all watch as there's a flash of energy, a glowing blue light that you guys all can immediately see as the symbol of Iyun appears on Scar's forehead. The one that is currently
That's
shackled, you
crazy.
can now see the hooded figure. It's still hooded, but you can see their sleeves are pulled back. You can see they have this massive shackle. Out of it is this chain that extends and is currently wrapped around you as they have their arms wrapped around the chains pulling you. You can see that they look up with visible confusion and disbelief as this effect appears on your forehead, and immediately you watch as the figure gone, disappears,
Isekai! You isekai the man!
and
Fucking
the
Thanos
chains
snap.
just disappear with it, and you are free
Okay,
of it
I'm gonna-
as you feel all the magic return to you.
I'm gonna pick up the fucking
Broom.
the broom and
Fuck yeah.
fucking I don't know what
So,
to do.
do we now know where Scar is because we saw
Yes.
the flashing light? Okay.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then start going diagonally down to right here. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
Wait, does the broom even work right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't work when Scar was
Oh,
shackled.
the
but-
anti-magic field.
Oh, that's good because I was going.
Suppressed.
Okay.
I'm impressed by that. I'm
Yeah.
very happy
Fucking
with
yeah,
that.
holy
That
Okay.
went really well.
Nice. So you guys can now see the guard in front of you is just confused and like, what? Like you can see there are people that are confused and not sure what's going on, but they're still kind of like moving around. The guard kind of just pushes a few people aside to approach you as you had just flown from it, as you are now like bleeding from your mouth and ears, as you feel from the inside this
Yeah.
horrible sensation that gripped you and drained you.
Essentially, she just goes down diagonally and then just kind of crash lands and then is on her knees, just like barely able to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Richter.
Alright. I'm gonna go, we've had a long rest since last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that means I have everything back. Perfect.
Yes.
Radiant Soul.
As
Daylight.
you watch as
We're daylight now, boys.
as you guys now see as daylight just emulate or just lights up the entirety of this. Everyone's like ah! As now there's massive daylight as you now have these massive
When your phone's
angelic
on like
wings.
max brightness at like.
Alright. I'm gonna go 50 feet up in the air, and I'm gonna ready a Molotov to throw at this guy on the roof.
Okay.
Imagine
You can
seeing an
see him
angel holding
and
a
he
Molotov.
can see you.
Yep.
So let me give you the fucking radius. Oh wait, no, wrong
What?
color. So that is now daylight.
Why?
I
Oh my
would say
God.
that works for unobscuring the enemies because they were using darkness.
Is my stealth gone at this point?
No, you're still within the crowd. These people are on rooftops, so you can now
Okay.
see them because they were using the darkness of night. You can now see like these hooded individuals that were just sitting in, basically standing in these areas as they all kind of have their eyes sort of adjusted. As you have now done that, so that's your action. You have your
Hell
bonus
yeah.
action, and how far?
Yeah.
You're 50 feet in the air.
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking bird.
Does that end your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Iggy.
Iggy is going to hold his action to shoot
4.
a crossbow bullet when I tell him to.
All right. Nice. Lucius.
Can I start moving into this alleyway and try to start scaling the building in front of me?
Sure. So it's 40 feet up. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh shit.
Or acrobatics, your choice.
I don't have my boots of flying, do I?
Depends on what items you are. Yeah,
Oh,
so no.
Nope.
I have talisman for this.
Imagine getting up on the roof being a hard thing.
Okay.
Shut up.
What's your
No.
movement speed?
30.
Okay, so you get, yeah, your climbing speed unfortunately is half of your movement speed. So you get 15 feet up. You can use your action, and it's out of 40 feet. You can continue to move up further if you want, but that is just with your basic movement.
No, I'll use my action to activate the ghost stone. I guess
Okay.
before I start climbing.
Alright, so as you watch as energy sort of transfers into you, as your entire body begins to become this ghostly translucent. What does that give you again? Let me double check. Ghost stone.
20-foot levitate speed, and I can pass through solid objects through difficult terrain. As difficult
Okay.
terrain.
I would say since you can pass through objects. No, I would say it wouldn't have an effect on your wouldn't have an effect on climbing. You can levitate off the ground, but you now have this ghostly speed. Alright. So that was your, I think it's action to activate it? Yes. So you have your bonus action if you want to do anything else.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Javik.
So, I'm still stealth, right?
Yes.
I can see. Can I see this clown?
Yes, you can now see all of them. They're 40 feet up, but you can see them.
50. I thought you said 50.
Yeah, 50 feet up. But sorry, they are 50 feet up. You can see them.
buildings.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are the guild
How-
buildings.
How long? Casting a concentration spell, would that break my stealth? I really don't want to be seen.
It depends on the spell that you're casting.
You're just hiding, right?
Right.
Like, concentrating on a spell or anything.
I'm trying to use phantasmal killers. Phantasmal.
Oh! You can, if you want to attempt to stealthily cast the spell, you can. Because that just affects the mind of one creature.
Okay. How do I do that?
Use all of your spell slots now, guys.
Make a sleight of
Yeah.
hand check. And are you...
Please. Fuck.
Okay. You still go through the process of whispering these arcane incantations and cast a spell. Are you casting it through the dagger, or just do you have the spell?
Through the dagger.
Okay, through the dagger. If you're casting it through the dagger, actually, I would say I'll give you advantage, because the... Oh! Hold on! As you reach out to sort of cast the spell, you hear in the back of your head, no.
Ha!
And the spell doesn't go through.
Huh.
That's my action.
Yep!
You son of a bitch.
Listen
Okay.
to me, and we'll work together.
Fine. Oh, fine.
And the spell then goes through. As you're putting it away, you feel energy. Just leave it. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, he has advantage on this.
Wait, do I impose... Are these guys fiends or demons?
They are not.
Okay,
18,
damn.
what's your spell? What's the spell save on the dagger?
Oh, there. Oh, let me pull that up. This stupid dagger. It wants me to, like, listen to it.
What a
Fucking
fucking
it's,
dork.
that-
oh,
that's
it looks like it's 15.
15.
So unfortunately, it
Ooh.
succeeds.
Damn
With
it.
an 18. So, as you reach out to try and reach into the mind of this individual to try and sort of grasp their, basically to give them fucking spook. They might take damage. Hold on, if they fail, or if they succeed. So create a visual wisdom saving fails to confine. Oh, so nothing happens. As you reach out to try and sort of wrap around their mind, you hear the voice once again. You seem to be resistant. I can't reach into their minds as well.
Okay. Phew.
Okay, so
Alright.
that's your action, but you get the feeling you probably did it fairly inconspicuously because it was just through the dagger. You didn't have to
Whoa.
whisper any arcane incantations.
So, do I see the box of firecrackers?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
underneath the table.
Can I make my way over there?
Sure.
While not
Moving-
being seen.
Moving through the crowd is difficult terrain, but yeah, you can.
So,
So each square is 10 feet.
10.
You can use the arrow keys as well to move you just a square. while you have your character selected, you can use the arrow keys, and it puts you 1 square.
Oh,
So if you just want to do that.
so that's 30.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Am I there? Is that it's like under the table? So
sure. We'll say this. Make a strength check. Because that is a space occupied by another civilian.
oh, come on! I thought these were just like
No, they are people.
Oh,
They are people.
what a fucking joke.
I don't respect them.
Oh.
Yeah, you just fucking push them aside. And they're like, ugh. It's kind of like normal since there's such a high influx of people as you get to that point within the table.
Can I pocket like five of them?
Sure, I'd say with a user object interaction, you can just grab 2. As you're just quickly like grabbing a few and just grabbing a handful and just pocketing them, so you get 2.
All right, and I guess I end my turn. Trying not to see him.
All right, Dobio,
Yeah, that's me.
what do you want to do?
All right. Let's see. Where I'm over there. That's not where I want to be. Wait. Oh, I'm still not attuned to those shoes, huh?
I don't believe so. No.
I was really thinking I could just walk up onto that rooftop.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have the Amulet of Health, the Warhorn of Battle, and the Stone Thunderhammer, so you're not attuned to the shoes.
One of these days, I'm gonna remember.
You might die before then if you don't have the fucking shoes on right now.
Well, what are they gonna do from up there, huh?
Fuck
Good
us
question.
If I can't hurt them from
Something
down
anti-magical,
here,
probably.
they can't hurt me from up there.
True. So what do you want to do?
Can I jump really high?
Not 40 feet high.
What if I use, so I have javelins, right? What's that thing they do where they have like a pole and then they do it and they jump high with it? You know,
I don't think you have a pole to pole
like a
vault
vault
with.
jump.
You
I
could,
can't do- I
But
can't
you
do it
have
with a
you
javelin?
have an axe, which is not longer than you. What makes that possible
What
is
about
you have a stick
javelin?
that's the javelin is also like only like this big. Like maybe a little longer, but like it's not enough to vault.
Well, that's stupid.
Request one. Get one made. That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
You could get an expandable rod, like a 15-foot expandable rod
Power
to fucking
pole?
like power pole to fucking like woo.
I could probably make it work.
Definitely
But that's for a different
winking
time.
while you're saying that. Call.
Anyway,
Can I climb?
yeah, you can. Climbing is half your movement.
Half my movement.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna climb up the roof.
Okay, what building are you trying to climb up?
The one in front of me. The one, or that is to say the. How do I do one of those
Click and hold. Left click. Okay, cool.
There.
So it'll be
I don't like that.
5, 10, 15, 20, because the crowd, this is technically, all of this is a crowded space. It takes 20 feet to get to the wall because you have to push through people. From there, I need you to make me an athletics check.
Athletics, chat.
Yes.
You think I'm not athletic enough?
I don't know, you might not be. Roll!
Ooh.
Okay, you still manage to sort of begin to climb and sort of make your way up. You get 10 feet up because you use 20 feet to travel, you have 40 feet movement, so it's 10 feet up. You have your action to dash.
Get all the feet up?
No, it's a 40 feet tall, tall building. Richter's 10 feet above them. So it's a 40-foot tall building. You got 10 feet up. You can use your action to dash if you want to continue to just climb.
Oh, wait a minute. These buildings are 40 feet high?
They're 40 feet up high, yeah.
Oh, I was going to move here then, since that was unoccupied.
That is, he is currently in that spot.
Well, but yeah, but you moved him in there, like...
That's because he wasn't in a square.
He was, like, right here before when I was doing my turn. I see. Alright.
I believe he just wasn't in a square, so I was just moving them into a square. What was that, Scott?
I'm gonna dash up.
Okay, so then you can get another 20 feet up. So you are 30 feet up. You have 10 more feet before you get to the before you get on top.
Oh, jeez.
Can I do any more of those?
You cannot. You can use your action. You have your bonus action if you want to do anything else.
Can I use my bonus action to climb more?
You cannot.
Can I take a legendary action and climb more?
No.
What about a lair action?
No.
Yeah, this is totally Novio's lair.
Mhm.
Can I take a climb action? A climb?
Yeah, climb action to climb.
Good lord.
Oh, can I do
Ascend
a climb
action.
of opportunity?
Fucking love that.
Climb
Fuckers.
action.
Fuckers. Is that in your turn, Scott?
You tell me.
It's up to you on whether you want to do your turn.
What else can I do?
I don't
Climb
know.
action.
Learn your abilities. Your bonus actions, you can only do certain things with your bonus action if stated by your class features or magical items.
Or magic spells.
Or spells.
Can I do a horn?
Yeah, do you want to blow the horn?
Well, my hands aren't free. I'm climbing.
That's true.
It's
You
like
can hang off.
I
with
would
one hand
say
and blow the horn with
I
the
would
other.
say you rolled. Actually, you didn't roll high enough on athletics.
like,
Yeah, I'd say
with
your
phone
arms
on your
are.
shoulder, kind of like blow into it. Like,
You are welcome to try, but I will ask you to make a dexterity check to keep your balance.
I think I won't do that.
All right.
Instead of doing it.
So will
I'm
that?
also not sure how many people that would benefit from that in my current position.
I think it would only benefit Richter.
Me as well.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm right next to you.
So if
And
I'm doing
Abius.
it, I'll try and wait until the fighting's maybe more condensed or something.
Alrighty. So is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. Agatite, you're up.
I'm gonna try and do my best to lightning arrow.
Ooh,
Okay.
spicy. I like it.
That is my thought process, and then Iggy should theoretically also.
Yes. So which one are you shooting at?
So, I am going to do this to hit both of them. So I'm hitting the farther one. I'm hitting
This-
the one behind.
Oh, so you're hitting the one that's in front of me.
I'm hitting, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Richter's within 10 feet.
Yep. That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
he's
I
gonna
don't
deal
think
with
that'll
it.
hit anyone else because it's within 10 feet, right? Oh, because it's a line. Wait,
Yeah,
no.
so it'll
It
hit
does
him
damage
along the
people
path
in line,
to him.
so I'm going to try not to hit anyone.
Oh, hold on. What weapon are you using?
A bow.
Are you using the
Longbow
Archsting or the
Varaldaros.
Longbow of Varaldarosness?
The longbow of Varaldaros.
Okay. So then you don't have... Then Lightning Arrow I don't think it makes a line. It's just on hit, if they're within 10 feet. Gets the effect.
Yeah, Archsting Longbow does the line.
Yes.
Yeah, the Archsting longbow is
Okay, so... You also, you can't use that anyway because you're not attuned to it. So you're going to be using the Longbow of Varaldarosness, right?
Yep.
And you're lighting it. Okay, so you watch as once again sort of Agdat pulls one of the arrows out of his sort of new quiver. As he does, you can see the edge
I'm not
of the.
pulling an arrow out of the.
You're not? Okay.
Pulling a
Oh,
regular arrow.
So Agdat just pulls out an arrow and sort of begins to pull back on the bow. As it does, you watch as lightning begins to crackle along the arrow. As now people are beginning to look over and have this confusion, and you fire it.
Ooh.
that's a lot of numbers.
So 22 does hit. This is the furthest one.
Yeah, that's the furthest one.
Okay, so he does take that damage.
I'm within the longbow range.
Yeah, and then he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
He makes a dex save, and then 17 is for him, and the 11 is for Richter's dexterity saving throw.
Okay, he rolled a 15, so that is a failure, so he takes 17 points of lightning damage as well. Oh, that is magic damage, never mind. He takes a lot less.
Koa, you're currently selecting all of the Unshackled. They're all taking
Aw,
damage.
son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Oh, that's fine.
It
What?
just hit different. Wait, does that pass
Why
the
did
save?
you not? Why'd you point that out?
I'm sorry,
surprised
Trey.
that Does,
I really shouldn't have. I'm a fucking nerd.
Okay, I was gonna figure it out anyway.
As if that save fails, honestly.
Also, that way I can be cool and do something neat.
Alright, Richter, you saved. Do you want to use your, bonus
Reaction to
action?
shield
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Alright. You watch as Richter just basically, like, does, like, the fucking, like, Captain America, like, jump behind the shield so it covers almost all of his body as the lightning just scatters into the shield and then he sort of comes undone as the wings unfurl. No damage. Nice.
At this time, I tell Iggy to also fire.
Alright, have Iggy make
Fuck
his attack
yeah.
roll. Does Iggy have,
I'm pretty sure it's disadvantage on Iggy
Hey, you
Yeah, I
healed
think
that
it's out.
guy.
I think
because
it's
of
out.
the range.
Fucking hell, I gotta find. Ah! Sorry. It's because some of them are connected by this, stupid thing.
They're all connected by the weave. You hit one, you hit all of them.
Yeah. And so then he takes.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, no, no.
Natural 1, so unfortunately misses.
It's a disadvantage. He was
That's
at
fine. He still
disadvantage.
takes the lightning damage.
Yeah. He was at disadvantage because he's out of the initial attack range.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, then I think
It was
I
a
have it
natural
fixed.
1 or a natural 20. That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
that's
rip.
one.
Sweet. And then in addition to that, he also took. Oh wait, hold on. He might have resistance to the. Nope, never mind. All right, so he does take that damage as the second one goes through, and this time Iggy shoots out sort of a bolt as electricity begins to crackle through. Richter, make another deck save.